The problem why people are in this mental stagnation is because everything they are told, everything people inserted into them unconsciously. This is a part of programming of society, that as you are born into this world, you are supposed to learn everything around you. And when you learn, you become that learning, you become that knowledge. Your name, your identity, image of you, everything. People tell you to become something, compare yourself. If you don't have money, you are not good enough. Everything they told you. And from that state, you are operating. You see? Full of traumas, full of negativity, full of insecurity, full of fears. Everything is there stored, and you do not question anything. And that's why how mental stagnation takes place, because everything in you, the operating system that you have, because of society, you do not have your own operating system, and you cannot have it without the presence of mind. Most intelligent and smart people are the laziest. Why? Because they think too much. And the more stupid people, if you see, I'm sorry, I should not put it like this. Stupid people, they grow more than them because they think less, they do more. I don't mean to do more. I'm simply meaning to say that don't think too much. What is there to think about? Be straightforward. Whatever is there, think about it, solve it, go through it. Why to keep in your mind making a cooking out of it? Whatever you see, it's not a food. First you want to make it, ingredients, and then you want to cook it, and then you want to eat it. What is that? Get out of this stagnation. You don't belong here. You are the form of energy of life. You see that? No, you cannot tell me your logic again. You see? Every time when we try to say there's a behind voices controlling us, what are these all voices? Can you question all these voices? Question them. Before them come, can you come before them? Every time you're putting your mental noises before you. Who are you as a person? Who are you as a something? What are you? You are not even a person. Your intelligence, your awareness. Can you come before all the noises? You see, anything we try to do, the noises come. All the noises behind, they come actually. The voices, you see. Wake up from stagnation, you see. There's a mental stagnation that we go through. We don't even go through. That's the problem. You see, we don't go through things. We keep them, we hold them, we suffer into them. Whatever that we experience in our reality in each and every day, you see that? We keep it in our head all the time. And whatever you keep, you suffer in it. That's a problem with the mind, that it is a powerful instrument. At the same time, it's a very dangerous. You see that? Without awareness, without being aware about it, you see, you cannot control it. So many people are stuck in this stagnation of mind, you see, mental stagnation, where they are paralyzed completely. They can do nothing about it. You see, they are lost in their heads, thinking, correcting, fixing, you see, perfecting everything. You see, they are scared. The mental stagnation taking place from insecurity, from fears, from anxieties, you see that? That's why you can do nothing. There is no action there. Action is missing always. Even when you do something, you do it out of confusion. So you are not complete with whatever you do. You are not complete at all with your actions at all. Because you are in this mental stagnation. You see, first of all, you do not take any action at all. You are paralyzed, you see that, completely. And then when you even take, you are confused there. Is it right? Is it wrong? You see, we are not complete with anything at all. And that's the problem. We have to get out of it. You see, whatever sensor you have, that I am the sensor and I experience the reality, that's not true always. That's why you get in this loop of stagnation. There are patterns of the mind, you see, created with the help of this illusion of life, you see, that of words, knowledge of society, and now you suffer into them. The only thing we can do is just wake up from it, you see. Unless you get physical, you are there always. You cannot do anything about it, because the only thing you're gonna do is with help its own self. It's like my own logic cannot free me at all. That's why you see people never find fulfillment at all. They never find peace at all. So you have to get out of this stagnation physically, you see that? When you go and dance, when you walk, when you wake up, when you jump, you see, when you do something physical, you break the cycle. What is there to think about? See, first of all, I'm not telling you that you have to always get physical. I simply mean that drop yourself in the present moment and just observe the mind. Because if there is no observation there, if there is no awareness there, then you are a puppet of the mind. You cannot let your intelligence to be the puppet of the mind. Mind is such a small thing, you see that. It's an illusion, nothing but an illusion. That's why you are not unstoppable. The problem is because you identified yourself with the mind, and that's the problem. You are not the mind. The mind is limited. It's the knowledge. That's why when you find some people, they're unstoppable. You cannot actually touch them at all in terms of mentality, how they are. You see that? Whatever they want, they achieve. Whatever way they want to live, they live. It doesn't mean they control everything. They let go everything. And that's the problem. We keep so many things in our mind. Whatever we hold, we suffer into it. Whatever, doesn't matter. So that's what stagnation is. The mental stagnation is when patterns are there of the past. Past is controlling me. So based on the past experiences, you see that whatever happened, I'm being controlled and I can do nothing in this moment. You see, everything is just old and mechanical for you. So get out of it. It's not the reality that you are experiencing. It's not the real reality. You see that the reality cannot be even put in words. It's just here in this moment. You see, you are just lost in your head. Get out, wake up from it. You cannot be sleeping like this. You see that you are just wasting the energy of life. You see, that's where you don't have the energy. You see that. So many people complain that I don't have the energy. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted because of this thinking. You see that? You do less, but you think too much. Why? What is even, see, there's a difference between, you see, dead mind and active mind. Dead mind is when the mind is just running. You see that there is no awareness there. You are just, sorry, you are dead there. You can do nothing about it. An active mind is when it's a functional mind. You do things, you see that you don't care. Whatever you have to do, you do. And it's a functional. It doesn't think too much at all. It just sees everything as nonsense. See, we don't have that straightforward thinking with everything in life. That's why we suffer. The problem why people go through this mental stagnation is because they are so scared. They don't want to get straightforward with life. They don't have this intensity and the energy, you see, of intelligence. It doesn't matter. So many people are intelligent there. Don't tell me that intelligent people are so smart and, you know, they are the whatever. No. They are more stuck actually. If you see that most intelligent and smart people are the laziest. Why? Because they think too much. And the more stupid people, if you see, I'm sorry, I should not put it like this. The stupid people, they grow more than them. Because they think less, they do more. I don't mean to do more. I'm simply meaning to say that don't think too much. What is there to think about? Be straightforward. Whatever is there, think about it, solve it, go through it. Why to keep in your mind making a cooking out of it? Whatever, you see, it's not a food. First you want to make it, ingredients, and then you want to cook it, and then you want to eat it. What is that? Get out of this stagnation. You don't belong here. You are the form of energy of life. You see that? Form of energy of life. Trust more your energy. Don't trust this all nonsense around you. The biggest thing we have to learn is don't believe your mind. Your mind can throw anything at you. So does that mean you accept anything the mind that throws at you? We have to get straightforward with our thinking. You see, that can only happen when you're present. When we are present and there's a presence of mind that what is there that I want? What should I value right here? You see? Otherwise, we are lost in our prejudices and all the opinions of people, opinions of our ego. That's shit actually. Everything we do out of fear, out of anxiety, out of shame, out of insecurity, out of uncertain future, what will happen in the future. No, do everything from this moment. Don't think about the future. You don't control the future. The problem is we control too much everything, and that's a big problem. You see, you can control nothing at all. That's the reality of life. Whatever that you see is not in your control. Nothing is in your control. And it doesn't mean that you do nothing, you waste your time, don't take actions, just sit at home and just waste your time. No, I don't mean that. I simply mean, how can you be unstoppable? Don't wait for conditions to be fulfilled, to be happy, to be fine. You see that? Why do you wait for good life to become? Why do you wait for life to be perfect? Why do you wait for environment to get better? Why? That's the problem with the mental stagnation, is when we are lost in some expectation of life. My life should be like this, my life should be like that. No, life cannot go in your way. Why you want life to go in your way? Let it go. You happen with your happening, keep going, keep living. And then life will get tired, will eventually go in your way. First, you are giving very negative energy to the life that, life is this, life is that. You see, expecting everything to happen in your way. Why do you expect? Expectation is a very big burden. Don't expect too much from this life, you see. Do whatever you want to do, just like animals. Do things, just be active. Get this in energetic mode. You see, involve yourself with everything, or do nothing, sit at home at least, but don't be lost in this mental stagnation. You don't belong here. You see, we are not straightforward with everything with our life. As we live, you see, we are lost in bookish language of life. Books are dead actually. You cannot live through them. Life is only here. Everything is changing. Whatever they told in the past is not real anymore. Why do you need to read books to live your life? You see, there was a guy telling me that, according to the other guy, that life is means that, you let it. What is the meaning of the meaning? What is the life purpose? You see, what does it mean to have a purpose of life? The end of purposes, that is the purpose of life. Life has no purpose in itself. We create the purpose. You see that? And then we get in the burden. Why is the life is so like this? You see? Because you created it actually. You see? Question everything, whatever you go through. The problem why people are in this mental stagnation is because everything they are told, everything people inserted into them unconsciously. This is a part of programming of society, that as you are born into this world, you are supposed to learn everything around you. And when you learn, you become that learning, you become that knowledge. Your name, your identity, image of you, everything. People tell you to become something, compare yourself. If you don't have money, you are not good enough. Everything they told you. And from that state, you are operating. You see? Full of traumas, full of negativity, full of insecurity, full of fears, death of fear. You see, everything is there stored, and you do not question anything. And that's why how mental stagnation takes place, because everything in you, the operating system that you have because of society, you do not have your own operating system, and you cannot have it without the presence of mind. You see that you don't have to change that. You see, and the moment you question your operating system, what is this going on inside me? That's when you become aware, and you can take right decisions. You can be more in present moment. You will get more straightforward with life. You will not become the part of this drama. You see that? Everybody is playing this drama life. You are just lost in your drama. I'm sorry. You are nothing but lost in your drama. Every day thinking, waking up, you see, thinking this, thinking that. No, accept nothing, first of all. The first thing you can do in this life, see, take no advice but this one, please. This will change your life. First, accept nothing. Do you understand the power of acceptance? If I accept that I'm bad, if I keep repeating this, I'm telling you that in coming days, sooner, everything will become bad for me. You see that? And if you accept something positive, that life will become. So that's why when people wake up, it doesn't mean they don't live, they don't do anything. It means that they still do, but then they are no longer a puppet of the mind. So many people are stuck in their minds all the time. You cannot solve the mind. You cannot solve the stagnation of the mind. You cannot solve the patterns of the mind. Because mind, the same mind that created the problems cannot solve its own problems. So that's actually thing that you get out of it. You see, you come into the physical world more present. You become more present. You see that when you become more present, you have power over your mind. If you're lost in the unconscious patterns of the mind, you are never free at all. You see that? So wake up from this mental stagnation. Come to the reality of life, that what life is actually. The rest of the time you are just lost, you see, in the stupidity of the mind. I'm sorry. There is no reality other than this moment of now. You have just accepted some beliefs from people, some logical reasons you have that life is, but this existence that you have right here, this is what it is actually. You see that? Whatever you want to do, you can do with it. You see, I want people to be free. People are not free at all. They are stuck in this mental stagnation, noise of the mind, chattering, me, 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 me. When will you wake up from yourself? You see that? People say, I'm going through pain. Who is the one going through the pain? Why are you the one to go through the pain? Who are you to go through the pain? You see that? Pain doesn't make any sense. There is no such thing as mental pain. You see that? There is someone there who has problem with life. That's why that person suffers very much. Otherwise, if there is no one there, you see, as actual thing, because there is nothing there at all. At the level of consciousness, there is only higher consciousness. Only energy exists there actually, you see. The rest of the time, we either, if we accept it or not, we are just lost in the mechanical thinking. Otherwise, there is no such thing as, you see, that I or me, you see. We are just lost in the fake identity. We don't want to wake up from it. We are so addicted to mental suffering, you see, to mental identity. Come out of it, come out, get out of it, come to this reality of life, that what is here, right here, you see that. We are constantly think. We are not present enough to see the illusion. Because when you think, you see, there is no one there to actually see through the illusion. To see through the illusion, we have to come to the present moment and see that what is happening there. It can only happen when we are aware of the mind, that what is there, you see that. See? What is there? We are not intense with everything. We are so less involved with everything around us. And when you are less involved, you don't find the taste of everything around you. You do things, you just do just like that, you see. There are no reasons why you do things, for what reasons, you see. We have to come to our own basis of some, you see, thinking, like, what is that I care about? You cannot just, you see, suffer in this mental stagnation, you see, in our head all the time. Get out of it. Come to this reality of life. What is there to suffer from? Is there such a thing as suffering? I think, you see, if we make sense of suffering, we suffer. Otherwise, what is there to suffer from? No, you cannot tell me your logic again. You see, every time when we try to say there's a behind voices controlling us, what are these all voices? Can you question all these voices? Question them. Before them, can you come before them? Every time you're putting your mental noises before you. Who are you as a person? Who are you as a something? What are you? You are not even a person. You're intelligence. Your awareness. Can you come before all the noises? You see, anything we try to do, the noises come. All the noises behind, they come actually, the voices. You see, why do they come first? Why do we not put our energy in the first place? Why is that we have become a puppet of the mind? You see that? That's why whatever you commit, you are not complete into that. First of all, commit nothing at all. When you commit, nothing should stop you to fulfill the commitment. You see that? Whatever that is. If you decide that I want to go to here, I want to walk today, I want to wake up in this morning, decide it, be complete into it. Don't be half. You see? No BS. That's the language, that's the philosophy. One philosophy I will really like people to see, that no BS, straight life. That's all. No BS, straight life. That's all. You see? No BS. We have to be very straightforward. Everything that we go through, every day, you see, we wake up, whatever we do, we should be aware of it. The mind cannot control you at all. The thinking cannot control you at all. As long as you are aware, you see that. As long as you are aware enough to see what is going on, that's all. You don't have to understand what is going on. You simply have to see what is really going on, you see. The moment you see that anything can just go on, then what is your control? What can you do? Anything you can do, you can shift your attention to anything. You see that attention is suffering. Where you put your attention, that's where you suffer. You see that. So let's say I have this, you see that. Where do I put my attention? If I put my attention to this, I suffer into it based on whatever the concept is actually. See, whatever this concept is, if it is depression, if it is future, if it is success, or if it is past, whatever that is, if I put here, I become this. See, so this is the same thing actually. Whatever, see, the power you have is the attention. Where is your attention actually? You see that? And then where our attention is with ourself, all the time your attention is lost in your mind. My ego, me, you see that all the time. Get out of that. Put your attention into something meaningful, you see. Before this all inside voices. Can you put your attention into something better, or at least come into this moment, come to here, experience the reality as it is? Why are you so mechanical in this as experiencing the reality? You see, we do not experience the reality as it is. We experience the mechanical thinking always. You see, it is tree, the sky is blue, it's raining, the weather is bad. All the time we have very mechanical reality. We do not experience the reality as it is. And that's the problem. Experience the reality as it is. That's all. Thank you.